welcome to the ABC4 News at 10 o'clock. I'm Emily Flores.
And I'm Glenn Mills. Thanks so much for joining us. We do begin tonight with news from the CDC. The agency saying, quote, the war has changed because of the Delta variant. They say just one person sick with the Delta variant could infect up to 9 people in close contact. ABC4's Jillian Smuckler joining us live from Salt Lake City tonight. And Jillian, you spoke with a microbiology professor up at Weber State University who says history is repeating itself.
Yeah, Glenn, there are a lot of similarities between what we're seeing now with the coronavirus and past pandemics. And with the news of the Delta variant drastically shifting the fight against COVID, many health experts say we should have seen this coming.
Just to see these variants, you would expect this.
Microbiology professor Craig Oberg isn't surprised about the news that the Delta variant could be more than 3 times as contagious as Ebola, bird flu, and the common cold.
And I think most people in the population, they hear the word variant and it strikes them as new, but they've really been around variants their whole life.
He says viruses constantly change through mutation and new variants of a virus are expected, like with the flu.
Since the influenza virus mutates so rapidly, every year there are new variants of the influenza virus, and we have to get a new influenza vaccine.
We've seen variants run its course in several other pandemics.
In 1918, they had the first wave. It was probably pretty similar, it looks like, in retrospect, to the influenza we have today. And a lot of people didn't get overly concerned, but it did infect a lot of people. We couldn't control it with a vaccine. And then a mutation occurred.
A variant caused a deadly second wave before things finally settled down.
We got a variant, a new strain of it, a little more successful, and in this case, a lot more virulent. If I had the Delta variant and you're sitting here by me, the likelihood that you might inhale a few would be pretty good.
He says historically, there's 2 ways to get out of the pandemic.
Everybody gets it, and then when it's over, we see who's still standing. Or we develop a vaccine that's effective, and we give it to the population, and a lot more people are standing.
But as the Delta variant exploits low global vaccination rates,
once again, we've had this mammoth reminder. We just forget our history.
He's hopeful this time around that the outcome will be different.
Certainly, our population has become so uncomfortable and has gathered so much fatigue that maybe this lesson will last longer, because this virus is not going away anytime soon.
Today, the U.S. saw the highest number of new daily cases since early February, with more than 86,000. In the meantime, more use of the vaccines will definitely help with that, and the federal government says it is working as fast as possible to get full FDA approval for the Pfizer vaccine, since some people refuse to get the shot without it. Reporting live in Salt Lake City, Jillian Smuckler, ABC4 News.